I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm strong to the finish 'cause I eats my spinach. Now, that's the song I grew up listening to, watching Popeye the Sailor Man when I was a kid. And there was a line in there I remember him going, he says, I am what I am. Well, translate that, I am who I am. Some of the challenges we have nowadays is that we don't really realize who we are. And that whole idea of I am who I am, it's something that's deeper. It's something that's still unfolding, because if I'm honest, most of us don't know who we are. We're drifting. We're not becoming. We're not experiencing life to the full. And it's like being like a ship at sea. It's going hither, thither, and yon, or let's go back to the Forrest Gump analogy that I've used before. A feather floating in the air, going wherever it goes. We think we're progressing, but we're just drifted. And then we want to have this idea that we're going to call that our identity. We say, I am, it's just who I am. Because we're not looking for our foundation. We haven't created our foundation. And because our identity isn't something you arrive at. It's something you work on, you progress through, you develop. Somebody said, well, I'm so-and-so's son. He's just well, that's great. That's great. But you got to have something more. And a lot of us spend the first half of our life being driven by ego, ambition, and appetite, instead of building and striving and proving, because we're missing something different. If you're a religious person, you get that I am who I am from what God said to Moses. And it is the ability for us to realize who we are in the deepest recesses of our person, so that we'll start growing and looking for what's next. Nobody can force you to do it. Nobody can force you to grow. But you can grow if you seek to. Now, if we look at the process of who I am, and that I am who I am, it's that I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. And this is where the shift happens. We stop chasing the things that won't matter after we're gone. Positions, titles, recognition, big houses, little houses, beaches, things that could be replaced tomorrow, or things and positions that could replace us tomorrow. Instead, we start pursuing what can't be taken away. Wisdom, understanding, temperance, meekness, long-suffering, a grounded identity of who we are to be long-term. And it shows up in simple ways. When someone throws words at you, you don't rush to defend. You pause and ask, what's really behind that? It seeks understanding. So here's the question of today. It's not, who am I? But, am I drifting? Am I becoming? Am I seeking to be all that I could be? And today, we have that opportunity. I am who I am sounds strong, but it'll keep you stuck. The better truth is, I am becoming. So the question is, are you drifting or are you becoming? Y'all take care. God bless. Talk to you soon. See ya.